Hey everyone! Today, I'll review the RF Admiral Isakov, one of the recently added battleships in the game, to see how good it is compared to other battleships. Like in all my reviews, we'll go through the ship's stats, armaments, and how it performs, and at the end, I'll share my opinion on whether it's worth getting or not. Here are the fully upgraded stats of the ship. The ship's durability is higher than that of JS Yamato, but it's less than that of the USS Massachusetts and the rest of the battleships. Its speed is a bit higher than that of Massachusetts and USS Missouri, while its maneuverability is superior to that of Missouri, but only slightly better than that of Massachusetts. Lastly, its sonar and radar range is the same as that of Massachusetts. Here are the armaments of the ship. The ship is equipped with 4 missile batteries, 2 cannons, 3 grenade launchers, 2 torpedo launchers, 2 autocannons, 9 air defenses, and 1 helicopter. The locked missile of the ship, which is the P-1000 Vulcan, has a maximum damage of 15,600, a maximum range of 11.27 kilometers, a maximum reloading time of 6.30 seconds, and a maximum ammunition of 30 pieces. This missile isn't very powerful, it's even weaker than the DF-17 missile, but it has a pretty good speed and durability, which makes it less likely to get intercepted by air defenses. The locked cannon of the ship, which is the main cannon of the ship, has a maximum damage of 10,010, a maximum range of 17.33 kilometers, and a maximum reloading time of 7.7 seconds. This is currently the weakest main cannon for a battleship, as it's even weaker than the main cannon of both RF Moscow and USS Massachusetts. The locked autocannon of the ship, which is the AK-100MA, has a maximum damage of 1,430, a maximum range of 5.63 kilometers, and a maximum reloading time of 6.3 seconds. This cannon is almost as powerful as the secondary cannon of RF Moscow, but it won't be dealing the same amount of damage, because of its longer reloading time, and the ship only has 2 of this weapon, whereas Moscow has 6. The locked air defense of the ship, which is the S-400 missile, has a maximum damage of 1,040, a maximum range of 3.12 kilometers, and a maximum reloading time of 0.84 seconds. This battleship uses the same anti-air missile as the Russian assault carrier RF Storm, which happens to be the most powerful anti-air missile in the game and proves quite effective. However, its impact on the ship's overall anti-air capability isn't as significant as the other air defense, given that the ship only has 1 of these missiles. The firepower of this ship is fantastic, as you would expect from a battleship, but this one is currently the best among them, as it slightly exceeds that of RF Moscow. There are a couple of reasons for this. The battleship has all kinds of offensive weapons, and it carries multiple units of certain types. On top of that, you can customize most of these weapons, allowing you to further enhance its firepower. Unfortunately, the firepower of the ship came with a weakness, and it's similar to that of Moscow and Massachusetts, which is that it's slow when it comes to releasing its entire firepower. This is because its firepower is equally made by all of its armaments. It's not like Yamato and Missouri, which has one very powerful weapon that makes up most of their firepower. On Isakov, you can't depend on the main cannons, like you would with Missouri and Yamato, since they're quite weak. You need to always swiftly use all of its weapons against your enemy to deal a lot of damage if you're going to use this battleship. So if you're looking for a battleship that can instantly inflict huge damage by just using one of its weapons, then this isn't the battleship you're looking for. If you want to have a better view of how good its firepower is, I've made a test that will demonstrate that by quickly eliminating its target. I also tested a few other battleships, so we can have a comparison.
Prepare for
In terms of anti-submarine capability, it's currently the best for a battleship, and this is of course due to the triple grenade launcher of the ship. The battleship can effectively intercept incoming torpedoes with it, and cause significant damage to the enemy ships, especially if equipped with a powerful grenade launcher. If that isn't enough, the ship is also equipped with a torpedo that will inflict additional damage to seriously harm or finish off the target. The ship's capability to handle underwater threats is quite impressive, I will say. It's very comparable to that of Pyotr Veliki. This is the first battleship to have a really solid anti-submarine capability, which makes this ship even more special. In terms of survivability, it's mostly good. I say mostly due to the ship's durability, which closely aligns with that of JS Yamato, the battleship with the lowest durability among the six. Apart from that particular aspect, I have no concerns regarding the other aspects of the ship's survivability. Its anti-air capability is great. It isn't as good as that of Moscow, but it is so much better than what Massachusetts has. Furthermore, 8 of its air defenses aren't locked onto the ship, so you can use any of the air defenses from the shop and art storm market to use it on this ship, to further improve its anti-air capability. This battleship could very well annihilate a squadron of aircraft and intercept several missiles with its air defenses. The speed and maneuverability of the ship is quite impressive. Its speed made the ship the fastest battleship in the game, while its maneuverability made the ship the second most maneuverable battleship in the game. With its speed and maneuverability, you can certainly quickly enter and exit battles with this ship. Like all the battleships in the game, engage only in close and mid-range combat when using this ship. Although it has enough missiles to be capable of fighting at long range, it's still not recommended to fight at that range because it's big and not so maneuverable. It's an easy target for small and agile ships. However, you have to give the missile credit because it's one of the things about the ship that helps it to have better survivability in long-range battles. Also, take a more cautious approach when using this ship, because it doesn't have the same durability as some of the tough battleships in the game, and it has that firepower weakness. If you get aggressive, there will certainly be instances where its durability will drop faster than you can imagine. One good example of a careful way of using this ship is to avoid initiating fights if you think that the enemy is tough to handle. You should let your teammates take the lead, and join the attack once they engage the enemy. If you're on your own, wait for your opponent to come close, and as soon as their ship appears, you launch your attack. I highly suggest doing this when using this ship, especially if you're fighting other battleships with it, because it offsets the 2 disadvantages that I mentioned earlier, allowing you to perform better in the battle. Here is a summary of the advantages and disadvantages of the ship. Overall, this battleship is great, and it's very worth getting, especially if you're used to using this kind of battleship, as you'll immediately be able to experience its superiority in firepower, which can be quite satisfying. For those who are new to using this kind of battleship, it can be quite difficult to use, and you may lose interest in using it and regret purchasing it, but trust me, once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to see its worth. If I were to rank this battleship, I'd easily place it on the S tier. I firmly believe that the ship is really good, and it deserves to be in that place. If you're wondering how I rank the other battleships in the list, there's a video of it that you can watch. I'll leave the link to it in the description, or just simply click the card that appears in the top right corner of this video, and it will take you to it. In the video, I thoroughly assessed all 6 battleships and ranked them based on the assessment results. If you have an interest in battleships in this game, I recommend giving it a watch. Now, I'll leave you guys a video of the gameplay of the ship for you guys to see how it performs in battle, and that'll be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys like this video, and if you all did, please leave a like and subscribe to support me. Thank you so much for watching.
160. Half speed ahead.